Hey everybody, Sean here, and I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to look at the differences between the rapture and the second coming. So let's jump right in. And once again, this is an in-house discussion that should not ruffle any feathers. But hopefully, with the use of Scripture, we can show that the rapture and the second coming are clearly separate events. At the rapture, Jesus returns in the clouds. We see this in 1 Thessalonians. We are caught up and meet him in the clouds. We also see this in Matthew, and that he's coming on the clouds. At the second coming, he will stand on the Mount of Olives as we see in Zechariah, and it will be split into two. These are very different events. In the rapture, Jesus comes for the church, as we saw in 1 Thessalonians. At the second coming, he returns with the church. We see this in Jude 1:14, that he's coming with his saints. And we also see this in Revelation 19:14, that we are dressed in fine linen. We know this is us because in Isaiah 61:10, it talks about us being clothed in garments of salvation and a robe of righteousness. It also symbolizes the victory we share with the Lord, as we see in Romans 8:37. In the rapture, Jesus comes on the clouds with angels and trumpets, as we see in Matthew 24:31. But at the second coming, he comes on a horse and Jesus has a sword. In the rapture, our bodies are changed when we go to meet Jesus in the air. We see this in 1 Corinthians. At the second coming, we are clothed in white linen and return with Jesus. So I think this is clear from Scripture that these two events are very different. And I want to end off with one more thing, because many seem to think that Matthew 24 is speaking of the second coming, but I don't agree, and here's something that you may not have considered. In Matthew 24:29, it speaks about after the tribulation, the sun will be darkened, the moon will not give its light, and the stars will fall. Well, when does that happen? We see that after the sixth seal in Revelation 6 is when this happens. So Christ's second coming obviously doesn't happen then. I'm sure we'd all agree on that. And I think Scripture is clear that the rapture and the second coming are different events. You may disagree, and that's okay. But if so, please leave your thoughts and comments below. And until next time, take care and God bless.